Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Mel. I grew up playing outside.
And I grew up doing something meaningful, watching movies and TV.
I never had cable, and we finally bought a VCR about the same time DVD players hit the market.
Throughout our marriage, Mel has sadly missed many of my pop culture references and movie quotes.
So it's time to catch up on all the films I missed.
Good evening.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
I am something right now because this feels a little weird. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Do you feel weird? How are you? How you doing? You feeling awkward?
Well, now I am, because this conversation is already awkward. Why don't you just
Why don't I what?
continue?
Well, we have another person in the room with us tonight.
Yay.
And
A guest.
Special guest.
Special
Yes.
guest. He's very special.
Yes.
So special.
His name is Matthew, or do you prefer to go by Matt?
Mr.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr.
Sir?
You want me to call you Mr. this whole time?
Sir?
Mr. Okay. Sir. Yeah, so we are currently living in your home.
Yes, you are.
Because you are a wonderful human being.
I'm something.
And I thought a great way to repay you for letting us stay at your place would be to do a podcast with you.
What a gift.
I know.
Such a gift.
It's like a time capsule of love that will echo through the ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're kind of the guests, actually,
Well,
in your home. Yeah.
That's true.
This is your place.
It is his place.
Yeah.
Did I say both? It feels like the same. I don't even know at this point. It blends in and out. So, Matt, did you pick a film for us to watch tonight?
I'm just trapped between two that
Trapped between two worlds?
two worlds, two that have had an impact
Okay.
on my childhood.
Okay.
It's turned me into this stable adult
Yes.
that I am.
Those are two words I would use to describe you. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I've known you for 20 years? So yeah.
A long time.
No, longer than 20 years. Oh my goodness. Way longer. Anyway, so what how can we help you with the choice here?
I want to, Mel, what are you feeling like?
Oh,
Ooh, what are you in the mood for?
Okay, so I'm always in the mood for sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
He's
There's
like-
never even have to ask about that.
Yeah.
I'm not usually in the mood for horror. So if it's comedy, that's great. I'm totally in the mood for comedy. Or something like a little drama, some action. I'm always in the mood for an action movie. I can't believe I just said that. But I think I am. So I'm up for anything that's not horror, basically.
Okay.
It's a journey you've been on, Melissa.
I didn't have horror in my mind because I know I'm an avid listener,
I know.
a
That's
top
awesome.
fan.
Top
I think
fan.
they call you.
Top fan.
You are the fan.
Yeah, president of the fan club.
I can't wait to see the stationery.
It's fantastic.
Wonderful. So what are you gonna pick?
I think I have it.
Okay. Well, please. Melissa, do you have any idea what he's gonna say right now?
No.
What am I going to say?
Okay, either the movie where those people drop in on Detroit.
People do what?
I think she's talking about Wolverines.
Did you say they drop in on Detroit?
Red Dawn.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, it's either Red Dawn.
That's a great guess.
That is a good guess.
That's a
That-
great guess.
It's not Red Dawn, but I
Okay.
thought about Red Dawn for
Okay.
That
sure.
would have been a good
Okay.
choice.
I
Yeah.
don't know what my other. I have no other guesses. So, what is it?
Okay.
Do you know what it's gonna be?
No. No, I haven't decided. Well, so there's one that's more of a teen experience.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But there's one I think that I think I'll go with that sort of reflects on you calling on me someday.
Oh boy.
You calling on me
Wow.
someday?
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is like a really cool riddle.
This is deep.
Okay, go with that one.
Okay.
What's it called?
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
Have you ever heard of this film?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
But, okay, you know the guy who did the Verner's commercials?
The Verner's
The
commercial.
Verner's
Oh,
commercial?
Rick
Is that
Moranis?
No, not Rick Moranis. No.
Oh my goodness, the Verner's commercial guy again? You
Is
talked
that
about
Uncle
him
Buck?
before.
I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
had to look this up after the fact.
He's
before.
like a weird. He's like a comedian,
He's
and
and I don't even remember who it was. But no.
I swear he has
it's-
Uncle in his name.
It's not that guy.
Okay. Uncle Buck.
We'll look it up later.
I don't
Uncle
know.
Buck. Do you know anything about this film?
0.
0?
You just said 2 words. I don't even know how they're related.
Well,
Okay.
it's one I've watched a bunch of times.
Okay, cool.
Have you watched it?
I maybe seen it once.
Did
in
your
my
mommy
life.
let you watch it?
My mommy may have let me watch it. I have vague recollection of the plot. So if anything, it's been at least probably 30 years since I've seen it. So it'll be pretty fresh for me.
What do you remember about it?
No spoilers for you. I want you to go in fresh.
Okay.
I want you to go in fresh.
But for me, I think the plot is something that could be feasible in your lives.
Oh boy. It sounds like it's going to have an impact.
Is this a comedy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Awesome.
So you have no idea about anything of the plot. So my favorite question to always ask you is, what 1 word or 2 would you use to describe this film? Like if you had to do a tagline on a movie poster.
If it's feasible for our lives, I'm gonna guess that it's about like our kids growing up and going to college or something. So
Okay.
I don't know.
So what do you got?
Dorm life grandparents.
Dorm life
I
grandparents.
don't even know what that means.
Grandparents
That's
weren't
terrible. I
even
don't
in
know
the
why
title.
I said
They
that.
weren't. It's uncle. Familial relationship. Great. College stories.
dorm life grandparents.
Well, let's go
No,
see.
that's terrible.
Let's,
I have to rescind that because
Okay.
I don't want that to happen.
Sure. What are you gonna?
So-
what are you rescinding? What's
I don't even know
redacted?
why I said that.
Redacted.
So instead, tagline for this movie that I've never seen.
Yes. Yes.
That does not have the Verner's guy in it.
No, it doesn't.
Laugh until you cry.
Laugh until you cry. Oh, that's a generic comedy.
Yes, yeah,
That's a
I
good
wanted to
comedy.
go with
That was a
generic.
good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's
What
go.
year was it made?
Oh.
Definitely 1982.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Decent
All right.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go see if we are gonna laugh until we cry because of our grandparents in dorm rooms.
No, that's rescinded. You can't say that
Oh,
anymore.
right. Let's
It's
go see if
redacted.
we're gonna laugh until we cry. Let's go check it out.
All right, here we go.
Where do you live?
The city.
Do you have a house?
Apartment.
Own or rent?
Rent.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
Where's your office?
I don't have one.
How come?
I don't need one.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
Are you my dad's brother?
I'm your dad's brother, all right.
Buck Russell had always been the black sheep of the family.
I'm stunned that I'm related to you.
Until one night,
Buck, we have a problem with the kids. We're stuck for somebody to watch them.
Oh, please, not that.
Can we trust him?
My brother, for God's sake.
I won't let him get into that Satan stuff or any of the new chicks. I'll leave that for me. I'm kidding, huh?
now he's making them breakfast,
Cigar?
No thanks.
making them lunch, and making them crazy.
What did you do?
He's irresistible.
And I want to ask you why I'm so attracted to you.
I wouldn't even guess at that.
He's unbelievable.
I'm Anita Horgar.
I'm Buck Melanoma. Molly Russell's wart.
He's
Would you just
John Candy as Uncle Buck.
What does he like to drink? I've been leaving the toilet seats up. Is that what the blue water is? It's not good for him, huh?
Uncle Buck, the new comedy from John Hughes.
You have much more hair on your nose than my dad.
How nice of you to notice.
I'm a kid, that's my job.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Wow. So I feel like ducking after watching that movie because of all the gunshots from his muffler.
Yeah.
That
It's a fantastic car Uncle Buck has.
it really is
It's-
a class in and of its own.
It's probably a really comfortable ride. Like cars like that were so comfortable.
It was like a boat
Yes.
to drive it, float it as you turn. You
I
know?
was thinking it's like driving a waterbed.
It was like my 1983 Chrysler Cordoba.
Oh,
That was a classic car.
that sounds
It was.
awesome.
Did you hit an animal with that? I can't remember. Like
Probably.
a deer or something. Yeah.
I could only get in through the passenger side,
Yes.
if I remember right. Or I locked the door maybe that way.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So,
So much class in this movie. Do you want to give us a quick summary of the film?
Yeah, Uncle Buck was awesome. I had no idea what to expect. Obviously, I didn't know anything about it. And when the movie started and I saw John Candy, I was like, what, John Candy and John Hughes? It was like so exciting. So John Candy plays this guy who's kind of someone who never grew up. He just doesn't have it all together.
Peter Pan.
Never say never.
Never say never.
And he has, so his brother has a family, 3 kids, a wife, and they have a family emergency. They have to go away, like in the middle of the night, and no one can like watch the kids. Yeah. So they call Uncle Buck. The wife doesn't want to do this, but it's their only hope. And they ask him to come and stay with the kids like indefinitely. Yeah. And he does. And it's really cool to see what he does. It's not a Mrs. Doubtfire. It's not like, there's another one I was thinking of, I can't remember, but it's totally unique in the way that he like kind of gets into the family, figures himself out, and like figures out his relationship with the kids. I really, really liked this movie.
And there's the whole like figuring out his own relationship like with himself too.
And his girlfriend.
And his
Shanice.
I was laughing for a reason I can't remember now, because as you were saying all that, I was picturing all the moments. And this film's really interesting to me because it's not like, I remembered in my mind from when I saw it, this being like it's funny the whole time movie. And I'm used to that from other John Candy films, but it was not that at all. This was like, it was like a weird blend of drama and comedy, like, which I guess, it's very John Hughesian. He kind of like sprinkles in his comedy with the seriousness of his films. But you probably watched this movie a lot, Matt, growing up, I think you said, right?
Yeah. It was one that we had on VHS. Yeah. And would rewatch. I don't know why. Because this was 87, if I remember right.
89.
89,
yeah. So why do you think you guys watched it so much?
I don't know. There was a few, but this was just one of those. Probably it was Macaulay Culkin was certainly our age range.
Oh yeah, totally.
A little bit more. So all of those movies we would watch. I don't know why, but then Uncle John Candy was just funny. He was a funny adult that had a lot of fun.
He was.
Modeled my life after him.
What were your So what were our favorite parts of the movie? What are we thinking?
When you said he was
Tia?
Yeah.
Is that
the daughter? The
daughter?
daughter.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Obviously. And Bug.
Bug, the boyfriend.
Bug. Do you know what else Bug was in? I don't think you, Mel, would know.
No.
He definitely looked familiar to me.
It's in one of Uncle Hairdo's favorite movies as a child.
Condor Man?
No.
Superman?
No.
Oh, he's like a robot type guy, right? He's very straight-laced.
He did do a movie in that like that, but that's not the one.
Man.
It's closer to Superman, sort of.
You gotta give me another hint. Is he in Batman?
We're only saying titles with man.
He's not in Newsies, is he?
No. Well, I don't think so.
I need more clues. You gotta give me more clues.
Closer to Superman.
Closer to Superman.
But not.
It's not Superman. Well, that's why I said Batman.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, what do you got, Mel?
I always liked flying.
Fly? Oh, yeah. Oh, the boy who could fly.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, the boy who could fly.
That's the boy who could fly.
No way.
That's Bug.
That's Bug.
I loved that movie.
He had such range. He grew up.
I think that was before.
I think it was before this too. He definitely looked a little younger.
My mind is blown.
Wow.
Bug was really good at being a total jerk in this movie.
Yeah. She doesn't say that word lightly either.
No, I was going to say douche. So.
That's pretty accurate for Bug and his whole character. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh no, I thought I might have said that during the movie that he was like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I loved the huge pancakes. When you said like he had fun.
The birthday breakfast.
Yes. He made enormous pancakes and you're like, what is he doing? You think it's a pizza? I thought it was a pizza.
Are Miles and Maisie twins?
They're not. I don't think they're
supposed to be.
twins.
So it's just one of them.
Yeah.
One of their birthdays.
Yeah.
Just one. I think it was Miles' birthday.
They
Macaulay
were-
Culkin's character. Yeah.
They were really cute. John Hughes gets kids just right. Like watching it, I was like, this is so, it was almost so real that it was uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah.
But he, like Tia, like her, everything that the kids said,
The
were
teenager.
just, like, perfect lines.
Yes, she was horrible. She was like the venomous teenage girl that like you have nightmares that your kid is gonna, like that shell exterior.
What you call the parental units, I
Yes.
think.
Yes. And she was just so like held on to everything, like her
Talk to
parents didn't
yeah.
give her parents a break. They moved and she was just angry and just wouldn't let it go and just made their lives very uncomfortable.
Especially mother.
Oh, yeah, poor mom.
Yeah. But I think you were going to say she was kind of devious too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And she set up, Shanice called and
Yes.
she lied and said Buck was out with
the neighbor.
Marcy across the street.
Laurie Metcalf.
Who's, yes, Roseanne's sister.
Yeah.
She played Roseanne's sister in Roseanne. Yeah.
She's weird. That was such a weird character.
It was very weird. Like suburbanite mom, like locked in the house, never seen anybody and no kids. So she just latches onto everything. Like
she played it well because she was awkward.
Mhm.
Like the way she talked was like, okay, this is a person who doesn't get out enough.
Oh yeah.
You could tell.
And I like how Buck is the person that she oogles after. Of all people. I mean,
yes. I mean,
He's available.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is available. I think she literally said, well, I'm going to have to go talk to the UPS man now or something like that when she got kicked out. When we were watching this, I was thinking there are a lot of parallels. Like whenever you see us and our kids, you do very Buck-esquian. That's a new term, by the way, Buck-esquian things.
Keep it.
Like, we're visiting and there's just tons of candy for the kids. And it's just like you try to make everything fun for them. So that reminded me, I was seeing that a lot when I was watching the film. So that was nice.
I told you, I identify.
Yeah, totally.
It would take a lot for you to call me to babysit. Especially in our San Diego years.
Oh yes. That was much different. Yeah. They were much smaller than two, which is a whole
listen,
different
I wouldn't
experience.
call me.
Oh, you're fine.
Now it's fine.
Yes.
But
Yes.
a little more independent.
Yes.
now.
Yes.
I might have been a little sheltered mom when they were really
Of
little.
course.
Yeah.
You were definitely hyper alert, right? Hyper alert. You were hyper alert.
Would be another
is a
word.
Yeah. By the time we got to number 3,
Whatever.
it was like
Anyone
Harris
can
at that
take
point.
Yeah.
they're gonna survive.
Do you have an
probably.
address? You can have them over.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We can lose one.
Were there any parts of the movie that we didn't like? Whatever. I mean, I had definite parts of the movie I didn't like, but it was like a good I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
oh my goodness, the daughter drove me insane. And just how dumb she was being with the boyfriend Bug, that was also driving me insane.
Does that
But,
create fear?
Um,
Because you don't,
yeah. No, it's just, I don't like seeing anybody make bad decisions. Make good decisions.
Make good decisions.
Is what you need to do,
That
not
is what you
bad
need to do.
decisions. So those are the things that kind of like tweak me while I'm watching stuff. But it was supposed to, like, as you said, Melissa, like John Hughes is really good at capturing the zeitgeist of like how kids and teenagers are.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting seeing with little kids though. Most of the John Hughes films I'd seen, besides Home Alone, were like teenage ones. So it was cool seeing like little kids and how he caught that too.
And even that was also spot on.
Yeah.
Like Macaulay Culkin and the other girl were
Totally.
awesome.
Yeah.
Maisie.
Yes, Maisie.
Who was the guy who was the dad? He looked really familiar, but I couldn't place him.
I don't know that I've seen him in other things.
Yeah, it's going to come to me, but he definitely had one of those 80s faces. I've definitely seen him in a couple other things. I just can't remember what it was. It'll come back to me though.
Him and the mom had 80s faces.
Well, the mom had 80s hair. Oh my goodness. Like she was in full on mom effect.
It was like feathered, like Princess Leia effect feathering on the sides.
Yeah, totally.
What about like when you watched this as a kid and as you watched it now? Are there things that like hit you differently this time? Yeah.
Yeah, as an adult.
Well, no, because I've seen it as an adult. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
And so I know it well. So it's one of those movies you've seen a bunch of times. I would say you identify with things a little bit differently, being that your friends have kids now that are that age and all of those things.
What's your favorite part?
I like when he's scaring Bug.
Which time?
All the time. The hatchet in the car. I have a hatchet in my car.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The thing is, by not even by the end of it, but by like the first third, you want Buck in your family.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You see immediately that he like wants the best for these kids.
Totally.
And he's not. I don't know. He's not going to let them run over him, or like he's just doing the right thing no matter what.
He's got a good heart.
Yeah.
He sure does. Like, he does the tough love, but he's very affectionate towards him as well, though.
I don't know. The way that he deals with a teenager is pretty genius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't ever, he says no, but he never yells. He never he does do an ultimatum, I think, with the parents, but he just plays it cool. You know, it's hard to explain, but he plays it cool the whole time. So at the end, the teenager like actually respects him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not like an Uncle Eddie.
No.
Oh, yeah. No, he is not.
I really prefer this uncle.
Who would win in a fight, Uncle Eddie or Uncle Buck?
I think Uncle Buck would win.
I do too. Yeah.
Why? Reasons.
Uncle Eddie is like the drunk uncle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little unhinged.
Feels no pain, though, so I'm sure.
That's true. Just doesn't seem as coordinated.
That's fair.
Buck seems calculated.
Yes.
He's very calculated.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's like, he can read people and he knows what to say at the right time. I definitely would go with Buck.
And he got Bug in the trunk.
I can't believe he put him in the trunk. That was crazy. Yeah. It was. I actually was watching a lot of this going, that is not something you could do now. Like, and I think people, it was a little exaggerated, but there were definite elements in the movie where it was just things that just was kind of normal, you know? Mm-hmm. Do you want to guess at what some other actors were who were considered for the role of Uncle Buck?
Oh, well, this is fun.
Ooh.
Rick Moranis.
He was considered for the brothers role.
He reminded me.
Yeah.
And the two of them have worked together.
Yeah.
They were like in Second City together or something like that.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Any other guesses?
God, I'm trying to put myself in the 80s.
I know.
What other people were there?
Oh, the only one of them that I'm thinking of is like, oh, of course. And it's an actor. He was just starting to become famous around the late 80s. He's still famous to this day.
Christopher Walken.
He's of large stature.
Arnold?
Arnold? No, he's one of your favorite actors. You actually like him a lot.
Oh, no. I never guess when you're like giving me clues.
I mean, literally, if you think of a like rotund.
Oh, he was also in Roseanne.
Yes.
Yeah, John Goodman.
John Goodman. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He was considered
good too.
Yeah. These are the ones that blew my. Unless you want to keep guessing, these ones kind of blew my mind when I discovered this. Robin Williams as Uncle Buck. Can you imagine the movie with Robin Williams?
I was gonna actually. Well, the movie I already said reminded me of Mrs. Doubtfire a little bit, so I can see that, and I can see Robin Williams.
He had a conflict of interest, though. Well, like filming, he was filming Dead Poets Society at the time, which is like the complete. I guess it's actually like a college version of Uncle Buck almost. But anyway, yeah.
Huh.
It was better that he did Dead Poets Society.
Oh, I agree. If we had to choose between the two movies.
Yeah.
Another one that stood out to me that was very like, the movie would have been very different is Jack Nicholson.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can you imagine if he had been in that role?
His scenes threatening Bug would have been totally darker.
Yeah, totally.
For some reason, John Candy, he can be serious, but not dark. Like there's a light side to him. Yeah.
He was filming Batman at the time, so he out of the running for that. I just thought that was interesting.
The girl who played Tia, the teenager, she was really good.
Do you know who they were actually, like, the first choice for the role was? You want to guess? This is like a famous, like, teenage 80s actor.
Juliette Lewis.
No,
we thought she looked like her.
That's a good guess. No.
The Pretty in Pink girl.
No.
Okay. Matt, do you have any guesses?
I'm just waiting for you to remember what the
No.
Pretty in Pink girl's name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember either.
I'll give you a hint. Beetlejuice.
Winona Ryder?
Yes.
Whoa.
She would have been good in that.
She
too.
would have. Yeah.
She was filming Beetlejuice. I'm not Beetlejuice. I just said Beetlejuice. Oh no, I said it twice.
Oh,
Nobody
no.
say it one more time. No,
Don't say
she's-
Beetlejuice?
she was-
Oh.
Wait a minute. What are the rules on that one? Does it have to be the same person says it 3 times, or is it just like in a consecutive space? 3
See, this is another one of those things where
Yeah.
you're just going too deep.
Well, this isn't even about the movie. This is just a philosophical, like, they're making a Beetlejuice
making a-
sequel.
I was going to
so
say maybe
this is
they'll
becoming
cover
more
that
important.
in the new one.
I hope they do.
Mhm.
Me too.
What happens if it's a recording and you watch Beetlejuice and that is like over the audio? Like, I hope they do like a weird nod in the next one. Anyway,
I hope they're listening to you right
I
now.
hope they're listening right now too.
Of course they are.
Of course. Why wouldn't they be? Anyway, she was filming Heather, so we didn't get to see her in that role. But
We're discussing it's like a weird alternate reality, like all these other possible
Mhm.
versions of this film, but I'm happy we got this version. I really like John Candy. And like I was saying, the girl that played Tia was super good.
She was very good, and I think that I looked it up that it was her first movie. And that was because I recognized her, but she was young, so it was one of her breakout roles, obviously.
Yeah,
cool.
But the movie's very simple, so changing those, you just get a whole different.
You really would.
Yeah,
it's all character.
Yeah, that gets into like when you think about when you have a writer or director, just the casting. Sometimes, like if you don't get the right person, it just completely changes the movie. So, yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, yes. Imagine him with Macaulay Culkin. That would have been interesting. I'm afraid he would have like eaten him or something.
Man, how long has Macaulay Culkin been acting? He was really little in this one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Wow.
And then, this was, I think John Hughes did 4 films with Culkin, which this was the first one, then Home Alone 1, 2, and I don't think Culkin was in Home Alone 3. But anyway, yeah. He just got on, he started switching. I think he got to the point too where like he had gotten through like the teen years, and then it's kind of like George Lucas. If you see George Lucas's early stuff, it was like really serious. He started with like THX, and then there's the first Star Wars, which was American Graffiti. So he was like more serious movies, and then you get Ewoks. Like the older you get and you have kids, you kind of like you just brain kind of shifts away a bit. So anyway.
Well, you'll have a different perspective too.
You sure do.
If they remade Uncle Buck with anybody alive or dead, who do you think could play it?
Oh, that's
alive
a good
or
question.
dead?
There's only one I can think of.
Like playing Uncle Buck, like in a remake right now. Wait, alive or dead? Like because obviously, if just bring John Candy back. If we could bring it back, that'd be a good reason.
Answer the question, Claire.
Sorry, one of my favorite hobbies. I've known this man for over 20 years, right? How long have I known you?
Too long.
30 years?
It's been too long.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things
I think we should wrap it up today.
is just frustrate you. So yes, I'm delightfully happy. I kind of want to see. I think Russell Crowe would do a really good job, actually.
It's Uncle Buck?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
You've only seen him in dramas. He's done comedies.
No, I know.
And he would do good.
Don't you tell me where I've seen him. How dare you? How dare you?
Well, I oddly want to see Ryan Gosling in this.
I only have
for some
one.
reason. You only have one?
Yeah.
Okay, what's yours?
Chris Farley.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
When we were, yes. Chris Farley would be a lot of fun to watch this.
That would be. It would have to be. Is it like Chris Farley before he died, if we're doing magic, or is it going to be like Chris Farley when he's like 40 or 45?
I think you have to be older.
That's what I thought.
You know,
like, I'd like to see
it's
him.
about being
an
old guy that's, in their 40s,
Yeah.
which, he was pretty close when he died anyway. But
Yeah, I think he was.
And John Candy was in his 40s when he died.
Yeah,
he died
he was-
5 years after this movie. I think it was like 94-ish.
Just a few later, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I miss him.
Me too.
There's a lot of actors I miss.
He was a great actor.
Yeah.
Did you have one you wanted to pick, or are you going to jump on the Farley band?
I was just gonna throw something weird out there, like Christopher Walken, or
Actually,
that
I
was
do
my
want to
guess
see that
earlier.
movie.
Now that you've mentioned it,
That's
yeah.
a psychological thriller, though. I don't think that would be a comedy. Oh my goodness, Jeff Goldblum would also be great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll go with one of those.
Okay.
That would be weird.
Wow. Wow. Is there anything you would change about this film?
Wait.
What?
Wait. One more idea.
Yeah, what's your idea?
Whoa.
Fuck. It was like lightning just struck my head.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais?
Yes.
He would be pretty good.
Right?
That would be good. Yeah.
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 He would actually do quite well.
He would do really well with Tia, with that daughter.
Yes.
Just that interaction I could watch all day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Yeah.
Who would play...
Or
do we know enough actresses to say who would play the actress now? Who are you thinking of?
Ron Swanson.
Oh, Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
would, he would do very well in this role too.
With or without the mustache.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
a
I
thing.
kind of want to have the mustache.
I always
though.
want the
I
mustache.
want the mustache always.
Wow, I didn't know that
You should
about
never
you
shave
two.
it. I just
Okay.
love every man, and I'm saying this, and obviously it's true because I'm saying every man. Every man wants a mustache that's large and full at some point in their life. And
Really?
Very few can pull it off.
very few can pull it off.
Very few.
His mustache was full.
It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
It was very thick.
It was wonderful. Tom Selleck pulled
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah.
Nick Offerman. No one else.
No one else has
comes to
ever done
mind,
it.
Really.
Ever.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, that's
also.
true.
He
Yeah.
has a big, beautiful, full mustache.
We've come a long way in this conversation. Now we're on mustaches.
Mustaches are, that's, you spend your whole youth as a lad, like looking at, well, maybe it's because we grew up in the 80s and Tom Selleck
Yeah.
was everywhere.
Mustaches were everywhere.
Mustaches were everywhere.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of bad ones. So when you saw a good one, yeah.
It stood out.
Totally.
This was great. Thank you for picking this movie. I loved it.
You're welcome.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What?
Sounds like you're trying to get us out of this, and I haven't asked my favorite question yet.
What's your favorite? Which one?
What, if any, messages do you think were in this film?
Well, there was a message, I think.
Yeah.
Do you want to go
He was
first?
looking at you. You go first.
Really? Was he looking at me?
He was. We'll see it on the YouTube version.
Oh, yeah.
Where are the cameras?
They're somewhere. I don't know.
For me, what I took away from this movie was like how to deal with teenagers.
Ooh.
And I really liked his approach of just kind of being real and kind of actually a lot of, I don't know, not hands off, but I don't know how to describe how he did it, but
Firm but fair.
Firm but respectful, almost.
yeah.
That, you're an adult or a budding adult,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to give you the leeway of a child either.
Yeah.
It's like he had a line.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to be mean, didn't have to threaten. Well, I mean, sort of threaten. Very protective.
He did threaten,
Yeah.
but yeah.
There's also, he chose family.
Yes.
Like, there was a lot of times during the movie where he could have chosen something else, and then there's the climax at the end. What's so funny about
Whenever
that?
anyone says family, I think of Vin Diesel now. Now I'm picturing Vin Diesel in the role of Uncle Buck.
Well, he's done that kind of a role.
That's true, the pacifier, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, okay. He chose family.
He chose family, and also
got
I'm on
an
a roll
amazing
now. The
Yeah.
messages are just coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
He wasn't ashamed of himself. Like
Yeah.
he was his own thing. He had his car, his style,
Yeah.
like his life, and that was just how he rolled.
Wow.
He loved life.
Yeah.
It's true. What do
Any
you
other
got?
messages you
Yeah,
want?
you got any messages?
throw
I mean, I feel that message for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling much more than that.
You don't have to.
I think the message in this one was just confronting who you are. And like the person that you may not even want to see, Like if it's like Buck was like running away from just responsibility and who he could be, he was really good at this stuff. Like he was super good with kids.
Yeah.
And it's like he put those walls up and he never wanted to like let that happen. So it's just like, yeah.
He was forced to do it.
He was forced to do it.
He chose to do it, but was still forced to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And do microwave laundry.
Yeah. Was there anything else that surprised you? I was thinking the pancakes were great. The microwave in the laundry was also hilarious. Oh,
Yeah, I liked that. Oh, him going and talking to the principal and standing up for the girl
yeah.
and saying kids, they need to have fun. They need to let.
Yeah, she's not taking her school career seriously.
Yes.
Right.
As a
Yeah.
6-year-old. Yes.
That was good.
New kid and told her to go have a rat gnaw for mole.
Yeah, that was really comedic.
Yeah.
That segment.
I still just can't get Vin Diesel out of my head.
No.
I'm picturing the buck car with a spoiler and then nitrous oxide and then it like zooming down the road, just like moving like a wave. Okay. Hang on 1 second. So as a thank you for letting us crash your pad and showing us this delightful movie and just, loving, being our number one fan, we went ahead and got you this.
Drum roll.
Do you know what that is? Can you describe what it is?
I can describe what it is. It is the icon
Yes, it is.
for your podcast
Sure is.
and being president of the fan club.
Yes.
Well,
It is also on a shirt.
It's on a
mention.
shirt,
It's
correct.
an icon on a shirt.
Yes.
And yeah,
That's a shirt.
and I'll wear it on my walks
I hope so.
where I listen to your podcast with my dogs.
If you need to buy more, you can buy them on our store
On
too.
your-
You
okay.
can buy the merch, yeah.
Merch shop.
If you need more than one.
Maybe you get the hat to
You
go
get
with it.
exactly, or the bag, whatever you want.
That's amazing.
It's there.
It's
So,
amazing.
anywho, thanks for sitting down with us. Thanks for having us watch this film. This was not on my list, so chef kiss.
yes. And
Yeah.
thanks in advance for watching the kids tonight.
Oh, that too.
No problem.
Make sure you make enough pancakes, okay?
I will.
All right.
All right. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Bye.